Hi, it's Andy with Mountain Computers, the Go Green PC Tune-Up Guy. I just want to welcome you to May 31st, 2020. It's the last day of the month. We have not been on the air for over 30 days because not a lot's happened. All I can tell you is we've been working on businesses, computers. We've been pretty quiet. Doesn't mean our business activity hasn't been super busy. We've been working on like 3 or 4 projects and some servers and networks. Some people are doing remodeling. A lot of my businesses are remodeling, redoing their networks, redoing their servers. With all this downtime and no clients, it's given people a chance to reflect. Our remote support went up for businesses because businesses and their employees were working from home, so we wrapped that up many weeks ago. But I have an idea for today. I have an idea. Since we last recorded our last video, I update my blog daily. Sometimes a day or 2 passes and then I just write posts of things that happened in the past couple days. And so what I'd like to do is just re-review all those blog entries from April 26th up until today. And I'll be quick about it. But this is some food for thought. Now just remember, my blog is intended to become an autobiography of just how it's like to run a computer company, what it's like to help people daily on computer problems. Sometimes I get burned out, and then other times I get inspired, and I'm okay. So it just depends on the day. Some days I get really tired of the mundane, and so I need a couple interesting projects. We all do. We need to be inspired. I mean, sit up straight in our chair and do great stuff and help people, but at the same time be rewarded appropriately in the ways in which we like to be rewarded. So anyhow, let's see. April 26th, Windows was deleting files after an update. True. Microsoft's Windows updates continually is causing problems by either replacing the owner's profile with a temp profile. Consistently, I've seen it to where some computers will do it 10, 15, 20 times. I've seen some do it 4 or 5 times, and you put it back and you flip it back and it still causes problems. So yeah, Microsoft, I wish you would fix that. I've been on Linux Mint for since January now, so I don't have that problem. And even the computers I use with Windows 10, the Windows updates 1909, 1903, the Windows Update Assistant, thank you so much, Microsoft, for shipping that out, but you don't make it easy for people to understand how to use it, download it, etc. So you should just put it as an icon on the desktop, okay? Let's see, April 27th, Twitch, Twitter, YouTube, Facebook. I started a Twitch account, very cool. I tried it a little bit. I accidentally activated Amazon Prime and got charged for it, but I got a refund. Twitch is cool. I like chess. I like watching online poker. The chat stuff and some other things, but Twitch is the next cool platform besides YouTube. Manage your LinkedIn account connections regularly. I had thousands of LinkedIn connections, and I removed them all. All of them. I mean, absolutely all of them. And I'm down to 9 or 10. And these are people I know, I trust, I want to do business with. Now, if I try to do business with you and we're connected and it doesn't work out, then I just disconnect you. I mean, there is no value in maintaining that link. I mean, it's like a bad memory. So even some companies I tried to do some work for, yeah, didn't work out. Sorry, bye. I mean, I like to make, I mean, it's a small little city, biggest little city, but at the same time, less is more. See, manage your LinkedIn accounts, exploring and reporting what you find. Oh, I always do that. If I find something cool, I definitely post it on my blog. And then if I ever need to remember it, I just go to my blog and do a Control F and type in the keyword, and it takes me right to my blog entry. So you should do the same too. I've told so many people to write books. You know, write books. Write a book. Carbonite robocopy, second copy, backups, data recovery. I can't tell you how many times in the past month backups Carbonite has saved companies. So multiple backups, not just one. Multiple drives, not just one. Don't put all your eggs in one basket. We have yet to see a big ransomware hit here in northern Nevada. It's coming. So who is it going to be? I can tell you who it's going to be. Reno or St. Mary's. And even though I tried to help those people, work with those people, nope. They're just dancing with eternity and fate. New Linux Mint or Windows PC shuttle builds. Yes, we built some new PC shuttles, quad core. When are 8 cores going to be the standard? I want 8 core to be the new minimum, and 32 gig. One stick of 32 gig. You're done. On an 8 core computer, those two components, the rest is like an SSD drive or an M2 drive, that's fine. We built some of those. Streaming services, Hulu versus Netflix. We tried Hulu for a little while, got rid of DirecTV, even though AT&T, bad people. We're supposed to get a refund, and AT&T keeps on sending us notices that we owe them money, and it's not true. So they sent us a final notice, and I've sent them a final notice. So AT&T, bad people. There's some other bad people that just don't pay their bills, and other people that just don't know how to give a refund. Let's see. Oh, and we stuck with Netflix. Got rid of Hulu. Computer repair versus buying new. It's still the 50-50 break point. If you buy a $500 computer and you destroy it, and the repair cost is over $250, just get another one, okay? Had a couple of people buy a brand new laptop, destroy it in 2 weeks. And it was the screen and the case, motherboard. I just said, you gotta go buy another one. So they did. Let's see. May 4th. May the 4th be with you. Star Wars. Pretty cool. I did watch the latest Star Wars movie. It was good. Really good. The Rise of Walker. Let's see. Mariah, DB, and MySQL. Okay, so we're on May 5th. Only a few more left. I'm going to skip some of these. MariahDB and MySQL. Why is it so hard to install, configure, and activate that thing? Unless you're like a rocket scientist in the terminal shell. And I guess you got to install it and uninstall it so many times. And I've done it like 10 times, and it's not easy. So, it should be. So, alright folks, try and make it easier if you can. The documentation out there is all over the place. There's no one good guide. Linux desktop environment face-off. Which GUI is best? I don't know. Cinnamon, XCFE, or Mate. I like Mate. Of course, I like Cinnamon too. Whatever's the easiest, most usable. Staying on top and being fit after the age of 50. That's just walking every day. Okay. Eating right, drinking a lot of water. Recycling and cleansing your business and home space. Past month, I can't tell you how much I've thrown away as well as recycled. I mean, I have recycled 4 bins full of stuff from the garage, from the back room, from my home and office. So thank you so much, Waste Management. Your trucks do strain when they go to pick up my trash cans. I do notice that. But those arms are super strong. Bash shell scripting, programming fun. I can't tell you how much fun I'm having with Terminal right now. Terminal is so cool. Bash scripting. I'm good at command, MS-DOS scripting. I mean, like the back of my hand. But I'm getting good with Bash. So I'm just also getting good with string manipulation, substitution, replacement. Grep stuff. But more than that, just basically regular expressions. Pretty cool. Will Elon move Tesla headquarters to Nevada? So anyhow, this COVID thing's still going on. We're just in phase 2, coming out of it. Just starting phase 2 here shortly. And Elon was like, his Fremont, whatever, California, Alameda County, whatever, that was having problems getting back open the way the county wanted him to. So he said, fine, I'll move. I was like, good for you. Why don't you come to Reno, Nevada, or Sparks? I would love it. You're more than welcome. And all these other people like EDON and Northern Nevada Development Authority, those are fun organizations, but they're just sort of like realtors, not necessarily selling their soul to get a feather in their cap or an accolade, but economic development, sometimes you just want to leave a city the way it is and let it just be happy. However, why tax the resources that are here? There is maximum capacity. That's what the fire marshal says. But I don't think planning and master planning tends to understand that there is a maximum capacity to your water, your dirt, your land, your air, everything. But those people, you can't stop them, can't kill them. Let's see here. Browser wars and how do I score them? I still use Firefox and Chrome on Linux Mint. Okay, I've tried Brave. I don't do Opera. That new Microsoft Edge thing, that is funky. Get a library card. Okay, May 12th. That's my dad's birthday. He's been dead since '95, so happy birthday, Dad. Let's see. Oh, by the way, I skipped over my birthday, May 3rd, and my wife's birthday, May 16th. Very cool. Let's see. Get a library card. Donate to your library. Money, books. Don't throw your books away. I recycled a lot of books that I knew the library would not take because they're technical and there's rules on what books they can put on the shelf and which books they just have to, cull out and recycle themselves. So, I've donated so many books, I know these rules. The downtown Reno, Washoe County Library, very cool, very nice people. Let's see, supply chain, limiting your ordering of parts and systems right now. Yes, our supply chain is in a weird flux. So be careful, if you place orders, don't expect to get things like you used to. I've been doing supply chain management for 30 years now, and through Microsoft, the U.S. Army, I know these things. I mean, third-party logistics, 3PL, etc., etc. I can tell you right now, it is crazy. Crazy good, crazy bad. So, if you guys need help with any of that stuff, let me know. I love to work at a very, very high level, as well as I like the nuts and bolts, I like the details. Macro management, okay? SQL and Linux, very frustrating, another note. This next one here, this is on May 15th. Several of my clients, they copy their email messages out of Outlook and just save them on their server or their hard drive and back those up for archive purposes. So when they drag an email message out of their Outlook and put it on their desktop or on their server drive, it creates an MSG file. That's not an EML file. That's not a native email message. So you have to have Outlook to open it. So if you guys switch from Windows to Linux and expect to open up an MSG file, good luck with that. You'll have to get crossover and then from Codeweavers and then get Office on Linux, or just spin up an old Windows machine with Outlook. Oh, typefaces and fonts. Yeah, I found a font for my one book that I was writing, The Life and Times of Nestor the Cat. I found a really cool font and the link to that. Bunch of fonts, cool, free. My blog. At what point do I deal with all the white space at the top? Still working on that, even though I thought I had an answer. TeamViewer and remote support. Remote support tools. $1 a day is cheap for a license, okay? I just renewed mine for TeamViewer. Laptops and repairs, fix versus replacement, we already talked about that. Computer-generated passwords versus complicated passphrases. America and the FBI and all these law enforcement people, they're just now catching up. I knew this. A few of us that were really smart 20 years ago knew this. Our stuff has been using that forever. Not these Cisco, CCIE, CCNA people that just have to have 13 characters or more, special characters, computer-generated passwords. A computer-generated password can be figured out by another computer because computer generation is what they do. Rainbow tables, you name it. I mean, just brute force, dictionary attacks. I mean, it's duh. A passphrase that is unique to you, strong enough, long enough, and that you can remember it is good, especially with an aging society. I get all my people to put in a phrase that they remember, that makes sense to them, that they like, with one or two special characters, and that's it. So that was Wednesday, May 20th. That's a good one. I mean, for security people, some of my systems don't even have passwords. No need to. And for HIPAA and PII and all that stuff, no. We don't open ourselves up to those threats. We process your information based on one thing and then we throw it away, discard it when it's done. with all this COVID stuff, you guys should pick up on some of my technologies and techniques for doing just that, to keep people's online activities quiet. And finally, they're doing end-to-end encryption for DNS, thank God. They should have been doing that since 1995. HTML canvas. Programming. I've got a chess solution for this one guy he's the creator, idea man, and I was writing his software, and I had to stop it because I just didn't have enough time. And he was sad, but I couldn't do anything for him other than, man, it's going to take forever, and just... So anyhow, I started with the concept of using a canvas or JavaScript, lighten it up, and then still use some back-end JSON REST technology, and I haven't got there yet, but I want to. So philanthropy is not sinful as long as we look the other way. Yeah, that's an interesting blog. Latest database tech, massive purge imminent. Oh, by the way, when I was cleaning out all of this stuff in the house and the store, oh, by the way, I'm reading from my tablet, I realized with all my hard drives of data and storage for the last 25, 30 years, it's time to get rid of it. No need. So it's freeing. Imagine you die tomorrow. Nobody cares anyhow. It's just your junk. They're going to throw it all away. So when it comes down to just, is it that important? Well, you never owned it anyhow. You're just a steward of this stuff. Memorial Day weekend, that was interesting. Keep the trucks rolling, operational strategies to avoid downtime. Yes, even in this COVID-19 stuff, the trucks must keep rolling. So when you look at my links on bookmarks, you'll see that the maritime, you'll see that the transportation airlines, it's basically cargo. It's basically what we've had for hundreds of years. And the airline industry has only been for 50 years in cargo. So when it comes down to it, my old saying, even in Microsoft manufacturing, is we got to keep the trucks rolling and continue to work in the profit center, not the cost centers, wherever you're at. It's good for you, it's good for your family, it's good for your attitude. Hard drives and their lifelong stability. That's an interesting topic, especially with an SMR, class action lawsuit against Western Digital. I actually ordered some of those drives, and because I don't run them that hard, I didn't notice. Twitch TV and streaming with OBS. Very easy, very cool. Almost done. May 28th. SQL security and permissions revisited. Yes. More SQL Server on Linux. Oh, and then YouTube Premium Red versus Amazon Prime. That's interesting. So, well, that's a month worth of blog information. I add icons to the topics that are Windows, Linux, SQL database, Intel, AMD, and mostly the last month has just been continued Linux, continued SQL, tools, applications, but I did learn something about being my age. If I'd have known this 50 years ago, my life would have been totally different. But there was something that I came up with as an epiphany. Okay, we continue to trade our lives, hours for dollars. Okay, so if you look around the world, they say real estate. Well, that's because of land. The land is a resource. You can trade it over and over and over again, and it goes up in value, it goes down in value, but it's there. It's a resource. These people that it's like commodities, so in my life, I always like creating great tools. I love helping people, and service is an essential thing. However, if you really want to get rich, you need to have resources. You need to have a resource-based business. And my neighbor, he had a concept, and that was cool. He shared it with me, but I said, well, what if the supply of your resource runs out? Imagine being in Nevada and you run out of gold or silver or turquoise or crystals. What if you run out? But that's not to stop you from getting started. It's just it's a way of doing business. Resources. You gotta have resources. So anyhow, as I move forward, I want you to know that I appreciate being able to help you with your computers, and me as a resource to you for a small fee from time to time is great. Do I want recurring revenue to where I have like be an MSP? Not necessarily, because sometimes I think contracts are just limiting and restricting, but you do need an SLA, service level agreement, to where you can take care of people and they can expect and have predictability from you to help them. So, I don't know. What else? I think this is about it. I think we haven't had a video in 30 days, so this one can go a little long. If you have questions or comments, be sure to send them to me, okay? I think with this video, I'm going to play with the green screen technology that I have and see if I can put some cool video or background on this green technology. And I know I can do it. I just haven't had the time. I've always wanted to. But what else? Moving forward, going into summer, stay cool, stay safe. When they reopen downtown Reno, we had a huge riot last night downtown. It wasn't really huge in comparison to other larger cities. But our city council and the mayor and the Washoe County and the sheriff and all them, they responded appropriately. You know, just like the governor, he's trying to respond appropriately. I'm not too harsh on people's lack of anticipation, or I'm sure they had some degree of foreplanning because they responded pretty good. But that city hall could have burned down. I mean, they started a fire, broke the windows, the first floor, started a fire inside. I mean, yeah, it could have burned down. That First Interstate Centennial Building, they call it. It is the Centennial Building, folks. It used to be First Interstate, then it was Wells Fargo, and then the city moved into it. I don't know why you put city people on the most expensive property in town. They should be out somewhere in a hut conducting their business rather than downtown at the top floor. I think that's a little bit too posh for people who should be serving the people, not, you know, living at the top of Reno. So, whatever. Yeah, I think that's about it. But anyhow, Reno's a great place. Sparks is too. Washoe County's pretty good. I like it. Been here since 1997. So, not like other people with third and fourth, fifth generation. But so anyhow, this is Andy from Mountain Computers, the Go Green PC tune-up guy. I just want to tell you hi, be safe, and I'll be back soon. Send me some links, or send me some emails and tell me what you want me to share. It's not that hard. I mean, I'm going to post this. I'm not going to go in and do any crazy kind of editing, but that's about it for now. Talk to you later. Take care. Bye-bye.